Hello. So the chapter on desire, just to summarize, I see it as that everybody has unhealthy desires that become addictions. These addictions could be anywhere from, drugs and alcohol to pornography to work to just things that control us, coffee, caffeine. So these are all behaviors that can make us slaves to our behaviors, things that we don't even want to do. They become idols in our lives. And really, addiction is sin. These are things that, for whatever reason, that we have been tricked into or have been rebellious in, and they become destructive behaviors. They separate us from God. They separate us from each other, and so it becomes idolatry. And so, really, is what we need is God's grace to realize that addictions is proof that we are not God. I love that quote there. And really, it's turning away from, it's repenting and believing. It's turning away from those things, and turning towards God, receiving His grace to know that we can't break these things on our own. We're all in much need of God's grace and His love. And I love the quote from St. Augustine talking about coming with just open hands. And it got me actually reminding me of when we come to communion, right? We come to communion, and when you take the bread or when you take the wine or juice, you come with literally open hands. You come to your pastor, or you come to whoever's serving communion, and we come with open hands just to receive God's grace in that. And we do that, and we need that kind of weekly, to be honest, or maybe more than weekly. But we continually need God's grace to overcome those things, to be able to love God with all of our heart, all of our soul, and all of our mind, and to love our neighbor, to restore those relationships. And that's ultimately where we can live in His freedom. And that sounds a lot more exciting to me. But looking at this course and of kind of recovery and deliverance, I am really eager to learn. I will say that. I think it is not something I am, I don't consider myself an expert in that, or something that I'm really well educated in this area. So I'm really eager, really from a pastoral place, to help people in my church, but also myself, and learning about what are some of the things that are really holding me back from God's freedom, and really to become all that Christ has made me to be, and to become a child of God fully. What are some of the things that I really need to continue to repent of? What are the things that I need to receive God's grace, and things that I need to be delivered of? Seems exciting, but also, I will be honest, terrifying, because vulnerability, especially in a place of church leadership, is just difficult. I guess, that's why a lot of pastors really struggle. There's probably not a lot of people that they feel like they can be open to. So, but then I guess why would anybody else in the congregation be open, to be honest? So, if people only do what they see the leaders doing. And I think there's a tough tension there, and obviously some things you don't need to share with your congregation, but just in terms of opening up in general, I think that's just really hard, because had some great, some really great positive experiences in confession and being prayed for, being delivered from things. I've had great relationships with Christian guys in the past where they've been kind of that spiritual friend, but then I've also had ones where it didn't go so well. And so that kind of vulnerability always makes me a little nervous, I'll just be honest. And, being that naked spiritually with somebody is somewhat terrifying. And so, but I'm looking forward to this course. I'm looking forward to learning a lot and going deeper with God and just seeing what He does with all of us in this course. So grace and peace to all of you guys. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys this semester. God bless.